My name is Shere Kende. I'm the publisher of City People magazine. We turned 28 last month, and since then we've been celebrating. City People has been in a celebratory mood since we turned 28.
Right. So can you tell us a bit about City People at 28?
That's a long story. It dates back to when I was in my part 3 at the Obafemi Awolowo University. It was then called University of Ife. I've always loved journalism. I've always worked with many daily newspapers, like the Tribune at that time, like the Punch newspaper. We used to live in Ibadan. I used to live with my parents in Ibadan, and then we lived in a place called Felele area, Challenge area in Ibadan, and Tribune newspaper is at Imale Falafia, just like 5-10 minutes away from where we lived. And I just walked in there one day and I met with the editor of the Sunday Tribune, Mr. Folu, or Sir Folu Olamiti. He's a Sir now, he's a knight of the Anglican Church. And I told him that here I was, a student of Obafemi Awolowo University. I needed to write and all of that, and he said I should do some articles and bring for him. And of course I went back home, did the articles, and I gave it to him, and I got published. I mean, for me that was the beginning of my own career as a journalist. And then I just found out that I loved to pay interest in things that concern other people, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want to learn about prominent people in society. I love to read their books. I love to read the stories of their success and failures, to learn from it. And so biographies and autobiographies were the things I used to read at that time. So that helped me shape my mind towards doing journalism. I had 2 things in mind at that time: journalism and law. And the one that I paid a lot of attention to was journalism. And then, of course, I started writing for the Tribune, and then I started submitting articles, and I got published. And then, after a while, I realized that I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to come out of school and then set up a magazine that would mirror the lifestyles of celebrities. And that was how the idea of City People started. And I remember that one night I was reading at the university, and I drew an idea. I drew a picture of what City People would look like. I didn't know the name then. I just felt, a magazine that would mirror the lifestyles of celebrities. That what would it be called? I left the name apart, folded the paper and kept it. One day this will become a reality. But interestingly, eventually, several years after, in 1996, the idea of City People came to play. So I just give you that background to let you know that it's an idea that came to me in those good old days, in the 90s, and then I mean I put the dream to reality in November 1996. So that's the story of City People, how it started. And of course, from that 1996, it's been one phase to another. We started with a black and white paper, a black and white 16-page paper, and then we moved on to color and black and white, and then into full color. So everything was in stages, everything was in, but of course it's been, the focus has been there, and the focus has always been celebrity, city people who live in the city. So that helped us narrow our focus to celebrities basically. We didn't pay attention to those outside the city, but let's look at the city, let's report them, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.